Hey guys, my name is Jennifer and I am Genevieve Designs. We are working in the Basically Amazing printable scrapbook album templates, and we are this far along in the C-sized album. So we are going to work on the covers today. So there are 4 sizes, A, B, C, and D, and this is the C. A is the largest, D is the smallest, and then this is the C. This is our last video we did. You can't see the whole thing in the frame, but it's a really cool flip down pocket. I really love this flip down pocket. I love everything about this. This might be my new favorite thing to do, is this flip down pocket. But if you want to watch this last video, I will link that special up here and down below in the description box if you want to check out that last video. I also have a special playlist just for this project. It starts from beginning to end and we go step by step, making every page, every little flip and flap and insert in this album. That is all included in that playlist, and I will link that playlist up here and down below. And it starts with an introduction to the templates, an introduction to the add-on photo mats. It has flip-throughs of all 4 prototypes. There's all kinds of videos in there, and then it starts in the covers and goes on from there. So today we're going to decorate the covers. We're going to embellish the covers, and I'm hoping that we have enough time for both inside and out. So we're going to do the inside first, and I've already prepped a ton of stuff because I'm actually trying to get this recorded, edited, and uploaded in one day, and I don't know if I'm going to be able to do it or not, but I prepped a whole bunch of stuff yesterday because I could not film yesterday. So we'll see how far we get. So these templates are available in my Etsy shop, and they will be linked down below. I am using the text background and the grungy wood background, but you can use whichever background you want. Oh, and also, this is the paper collection we're using. This is the Darcelle by Prima. This is a really pretty paper collection that they put out last year. But anyway, so the playlist is actually named Darcelle for this album. And there's also an Amazon list specific for this album as well, that you can look for the supplies that I use in there. So the first thing is I went and I printed some of the mats for the cover, and those are on page 51C. So I printed a grungy wood background mat for the cover. I printed a text background mat for the cover, and then I traced these 2 pieces for the cover. So this is going to be the front and this is going to be the back. These were leftover pieces from other pages. So in the prototype, I used different paper, but we don't have any more of that paper, so I'm just using leftover pieces. And it kind of gives the same feel with the cover, so I didn't think it was going to hurt anything. So these are the 2 pieces that I traced. I've already inked them up and everything. See, there was the other side of that piece. Right, so those are the 2 pieces I'm going to use on the outside cover, and then these 2 I'm going to use on the inside cover. So we'll start with the inside cover. So I'm going to leave these in here for now. And then what else did I need? Oh, and then I also printed page 53 in text, and this is the spine. So I used this piece right here. So this is going to be on the spine, but I'm going to leave that in here too because we're not doing the outside just yet. Let's see. Where's my other pages? Oh, I know what it is. So for the inside, I wanted to keep it flat. So we're going to mat them, but then we're also going to add a photo mat. So these are from the Basically Amazing add-on photo mats, and I printed page 1AC. So I've already printed them out. Whoa. I've inked up the edges for whatever white edges that I had left, and I stamped the 5x7 on there. So we're just literally going to put these on the inside covers. And then that's going to be it. That's going to be that simple for the inside of the album. All right, I'm going to use this punch here. I have it linked down below. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Look. Not on that. I don't want to punch that. That's too funny. That is so something I would do when I'm sleeping. When I'm sleepy. I'm going to corner punch all of these. This is linked down below specifically, and then I also have it in my Amazon list. So this way you can just slip your photo up underneath these little slots. I think I need to clean out the inside of the thingy. So when you want to clean it out, you just open it up like that and jump them out. Now let's see if I can get that back on there. Nope, here we go. Aha! So anyway, so it's a good tool to have if you're giving these things as a gift and you want to let them know what size photo will go there, and that way they can just slide it right in. And with these add-on photo mats, it doesn't get bulky because this takes the place of the mat for this photo. So you would stick your photo in the corners. You know, you would stick them in here. Well, let's try something so you can tell the difference. Like that, and then it would just be the mat and then the photo. Okay. So let's. I cannot believe I just did that. That is too funny. All right, let's put these. Let's go ahead and attach these down. So I'm going to put the grungy wood on the back cover. I'm just going to use tape runner. That's too funny. I guess you could definitely put a whole page photo on the back cover if you wanted to. Nobody says you can't. But since I punched that silly notch, I'm going to put that in the bottom corner. Actually, let's match up. Let's match up the edge here. So I'm still fiddling with, the new lights, and my husband has me a new camera mount set up now. So that's something that's new today. So I'm still trying to work out these things. So if anything looks weird, try to give me a little bit of wiggle room on that. I'm trying to work all this stuff out. He's trying to make it better for me, so I appreciate that. So this is art glitter glue. Just going around all the edges there. And then I'm going to put a few lines of tape there because if you add the photo, I don't want this to come off. Alright, I'm going to, let's see, let's put it up here. So it kind of looks like a Polaroid. And then I think if I have time, I will go back and I'll do another video and we'll add a bunch of extra things to everything. It just really depends on timing. Do the little extra detail parts, you know. I should have done this to the other piece too. I should have added a few extra pieces of tape. But I really don't think they're going to go anywhere, so it'll be fine. Okay, got that on a little crooked, but that's all right. And then attach this down. Now both of those are in, so that looks really cool. It looks finished. Now the next thing I want to do is I want to finish up all of these fins. Okay, this step is totally optional. You do not have to do this, but I like to cover up those fins, the white space that we have between pages and whatnot. So what I've done is I printed page 54A, which is actually the mat for the main base page of the largest album. I'm trying to block the glare there. So I printed that off in text, And let me I've already prepped them all, but because this part is a little time consuming, but I do want to show you how to cut it down. Let me move everything out of the way. Ooh, still can't get my whole paper trimmer in there. So first thing I'm going to do is trim all the way around the edges. This should be, because this is a mat, it should be the perfect size to mat the little fins, you know, from top to bottom. And I would suggest, if you take a minute to ink your top and bottom edges, just get rid of that white paper line, even though it's already inked, because this part's going to be really skinny. And then if you want to, you could go ahead and ink the long edge. Well, just, you know, if you ink all the edges, those are less edges you don't have to ink when you're got your small pieces. So I like to open my paper trimmer all the way up, and then, again, sorry about the glare. I'm working on it. I don't know how I'm gonna fix it, but I'm working on it. So then what I would do is I would just pick a measurement. Let's see. I'm gonna have to start somewhere, aren't I? And just go and make 3/8 inch slices. Oops, I wasn't paying attention to what I was doing. So this one is a little shy of 3/8. So I'm gonna have a strange measurement. So then you have little strips that look like this. So then you just continue on. That's not 3/8. There we go. And for the exact book that I made, I need 13 of these strips. So you just keep, like, here's a problem with this paper trimmer is where it folds. So I'm just gonna guess on this and hope that I got it pretty close. And then I'm gonna have to guess again and hope that I get it pretty close. It's not crucial. I mean, people are not gonna be judging you on how well you, how accurate you are on your strips. So you just keep going like this until you get all 13. Okay, I'm not going to keep doing that, but I am going to put these aside because, you know, I will need them for other things, I'm sure. And so then you have, I've inked all of these up. I actually made a few extra. I've inked them all up, and I am not really concerned about everything being in perfect order because I don't have a clue of what order they were in now. But since this background, I chose this background mainly because it doesn't matter. So look, I've got all these cool strips that we're going to add that I've inked up all the edges. So we're going to start, and we're going to add one to the actual spine first. So there's going to be one here and then one here. So I think I can just use my tape runner because it's not going to matter. You know, there's not going to be interaction going on here. It's just going to be covering up these blank spots. So let me first do the fin so that I can get a good gauge of where the one on the spine needs to go. So then you just go and do this. Did I go up too high? I did go up too high. Okay, well that's okay. You're not going to really notice. You're just going to know that that's covered. Okay. Did I print the wrong? I don't think I did. I'm pretty sure I didn't. So I'm going to come down just a hair. You're not even going to notice. I am pretty sure I printed off the wrong, or the right page. Do I have a page number anywhere? Yeah, 54A. So see how it just kind of makes everything look like it flows? And then when I'm all done with that, I'm going to come back and I'm going to kind of ink the edges of of my album, so then that kind of disappears. Do you see that? You see how cool that looks? So then we're going to flip to the next section, which is 3 here. So I am going to attach these down. Alright. Let me do one. Let me measure real fast without any tape on there. So, okay, so, alright. I was thinking I needed to come up 1/8 of an inch, but no, just a little bit. But you see how perfectly these little mats mat the fins? It's so cool. It's so pretty. I love it. That one's not very wordy. So it's super easy, but it is a little bit time consuming. So preparing the strips is time consuming. So I'm going to continue on. I'll probably speed it up now. Okay, so that finishing touch is done. And you see I did make myself some extras, just in case I miscounted. Again, that's okay. I will put them aside for another day. So all of them are matted, and it just adds that little bit of special detail, I think, that makes something remarkable. You know, like amazing. That's basically amazing, right? So I just love it. I love the finished look of it. I think it's great. I think it's easy. It's just time consuming. Okay, so we've got all of the insides. Oh, no, you know what I didn't do? I haven't inked up yet. We're almost finished with the inside cover details, cover and spine detail. So then I am going to go ahead and ink all of my edges. Oops, I just moved my candle out of the way. All of my edges here, all the way around the album, and then I will be right back. Okay, I inked up all of the inside cover edges and the outside. I went ahead and did that while I was off camera. These books are so giant. I'm gonna have to raise my camera up a little bit, I think. Not right this second, but anyways. So let's start with the back cover. It's the easiest, and let's go back to, well, there's the spine. I'm going to need the mat that's on page 53. Printed off the mat in text. And then the cover for the album is for C cover, and it's on page 51C. But I traced these out onto the scraps that we had left over. Do I have a scrap that's this? No. I was thinking about using this one. These are the 3 pieces I had left over. And I was thinking about using this one because I used this one on the inside cover of my prototype. But then I decided not to. I'm going to use these 2. So this is the only scrap. These are the only scraps I had left that are not in my scrap crafty tray business right here. So all the small scraps are here. And these are the only large scraps that I had left over. So I just thought I'd point that out. I was trying really hard to use all my scraps. You know, the things that I cut into, I wanted to be able to use those pieces. All right, so those are the things we need right this second. I think we're gonna start with the back cover, so it's this one. And if I'm not mistaken, this one is like super, super, super simple. So in my embellishments, I think I just added this little tag on the bottom here. So that's all I'm going to do. I'm going to keep this one super simple. I am going to ink this up. So for this back panel though, I'm not going to use my tape runner. I'm going to use the double-sided tape. This is scrapbook.com. It's just 1/4 of an inch. I'm going to use this because I feel like the back and front covers get more wear and tear from being slid around tables, in laps and stuff like that. So we don't want these to come apart. Alright, then let's take the paper backing off, and then we can just go ahead and attach it down. And then we can add our little label, and then the back cover will be finished. Whoa. Let me make sure that I got my, yep, the album is the right side up. I'm going to attach this down. You can get fancier if you want. This particular prototype, when I did my prototype, I didn't get fancy on the back. Some of my other ones I did though, so. Alright. Also, since this is lined paper, you could totally journal here. And I'm just going to put this on the bottom down here. Do we like? Maybe I'll use liquid glue instead of tape runner, and it doesn't really need double-sided tape. Let's just use liquid glue. You're not going to see through it anyway. Did I put it upside down again? I did. So let's just put this here. Perfect. And that's it for the back cover. Ta-da! Well, while we're here, I'm going to go ahead and attach the spine piece down. I'm not going to embellish it just yet. I'm just going to go ahead and attach it down so that it's ready for embellishing. It's already inked up, everything ready to go. Alright, I'm going to try to do it like this. There is no up or down, so it doesn't matter. I'm going to try to get it on here. Good enough. So we have matted the spine, and then let's start on the front. Look at how much wear and tear the front of this book got just from all of these videos that we've made from my surface of my table here. That's okay. Alright, let's go ahead and put the tape on this one. And I might be a little bit more generous because there's some interactive elements on the front cover. We don't want things falling off. Perfect. Or as perfect as it's getting. Alright, let's burnish that down. Alright, the next thing is there's a belly band on this front cover. And it's one of the pages we've already printed off. So this is page 27, and we already used one of the belly bands. So now we're going to use this other one. Oh, I'm going to need the mat for that as well. Oh shoot, I didn't prep for that. I don't have the piece for that, I don't think, out. Ruh-roh. Alright. I am going to trim this belly band out. And I'll put these back over here in my workstation. And I'm also going to trim off the tabs, the top and bottom tabs. I want this to be a bit tighter. In my prototype, the belly band isn't tight enough to keep that insert that's underneath it from wiggling around too much. So we are gonna make that better this time. I'm gonna heat this up. Oh, my poor spongy thingy. I mean, it's already got the distressed edges, but my trimming and then the white paper edge, we don't want that. Trim just a little off. Okay. And we're gonna put it down. We are, let's see, let's use both liquid and tape. We don't want this belly band going anywhere. So we're gonna put a little bit of tape on the top and the bottom. Burnish those in. Remove the backing. Also, in my prototype, the belly band is black, but I think this will be just fine. We'll see. At the end, we'll compare my prototype and then what we created on film. Wow, now my coffee's starting to get to me. Is it crooked? I think it's a little crooked. The crooked the other way. Use my monitor. Okay, so let's burnish that down. Perfect. Or perfect enough. I am almost positive that none of these strips... Oh! Oh! I lied. I thought none of these strips were going to be long enough, but none of the blue strips, but there was the perfect one right there, right on top. I just need to trim it down a little bit. That's awesome. See, I love it. That is why I keep all of these here, so it's easy to just grab it, flip through it really quick. Oh, I've still got this, I've still got that printed insert. Okay, so then you need to go through your crafty tray with all your leftover bits and use the pieces in there. All right, let's trace this out. I'm hoping it's tall enough, and if it's not, it'll be fine. It might just be a hair too short, but it'll be just fine. Okay, so that's gonna go there. Yep, I like it. I think in the prototype, I had it go top to bottom, but I like it just like this. What do you guys think? Yeah? Let's put it on. Let's put it on. I'm gonna use tape again, double-sided tape, and I might even come back with some liquid glue just to make sure, because there's gonna be something on top. Okay, next we have the very back of the set of templates is some just fun different elements. So I printed page 98. This is what's left over, and I did like a practice test run but I printed page 98 in the text background, so I've already done one. And we could probably put this in the album somewhere. So, anyway, so I printed that off on text, and I've already cut the two pieces out. So this is what's going to go on the cover. So I'm going to show you how to do that. And then I'm going to put this in my embellishments. So I've already cut out, there's a traceable template for the inside. So as you can see here, I just used photo corners and attached it that away. But this piece is 64BD. This is the mat for a page, and this also fits perfectly on top of here. So this is like a 4x6 photo, this part on top. So we are going to attach this to the black cardstock. And I've already inked everything up, so you don't have to worry about that. And then we're going to attach this with our photo corners. So okay, place that down. And so now this is going to be here. And I don't remember if it's, I'm feeling like I need to ink some more. I feel like this maybe this white's just too white. So I'm going to ink a little bit more. It's like just too stark. The other one was more grungy looking. Kind of dull that down just a little. Okay, so this is going to go here, right there. I'm wondering, should I go ahead and just put it down? I'm going to set this one aside to put in the album somewhere else. I'll put it in my embellishments, so just in case. I don't want to forget I've got that. So I kind of want to put this down already. I kind of want to go ahead and add it in. So same thing. We did this on a page before, where we just put it on here, kind of guessed where we wanted to put it, and then we just marked so that we could put the glue here and not on here. And I'm going to use liquid glue so this page does not, or this piece does not come off, no matter what. That glue should hold it good. And then we can place it on here. Yep, looks good, right? At least I think it does. Let's give that a little burnish. Let's make sure that it didn't seep. No seeping. Whoa. Let's add the embellishments that are going to go on here on the front cover. So I'm going to grab the flowers, and I've already got my, no, I don't think we use any of these. I don't think. Well, yeah, we do, because I need some hearts, because I have some on the prototype cover, but I didn't use the chipboard elements. Oh, and the hearts aren't in here. So, where are the hearts at? The hearts must be in the other one. And they are. There's a heart. It might be too big. There's a heart. And there's a heart. Did I only need 2 hearts? I think I only needed 2 hearts. Okay, perfect. One's for the side spine, and then one is for the front cover. Matter of fact, I'm going to trim some of this white off. So the blue one's going in this on the spine, but this one is going here. I'm going to ink it up. Matter of fact, I need to make a little bit carried away there. Let's ink it up. So let's lay this out so that you can see. Oh, I've already got the pieces pulled out. Well, see, look, that's what I was trying to do. I didn't want to accidentally use pieces throughout the whole thing. So there's my butterfly. There's my main flower that's going here. This flower's going there. And then this piece, I think it's supposed to tuck up under here a little bit, but that's not going to happen because I glued that down right there. Oh, unless, do you think I can get up under it really fast? Maybe. Maybe. So that's supposed to be up under there like that. This goes here. And then this, unfortunately, I think this is going to have to go on this removable part. I think that is the only thing that I was trying to work around, but I think it's just going to have to be there. And then down here, we have a few flower clusters here. Kind of go like this. And then these things, I'm almost positive I twisted these around something, and now what did I twist it around? Do I not have a, oh, maybe a paintbrush? Maybe just the handle of a paintbrush, and then you just kind of like twist, 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 just to give it like a curly Q bottom. Whoops. Kind of like that. So then these are going to go here, up under the flowers, of course. I'm going to start gluing these down because while we're working on the insert, these things can be drying. So the first thing I want to do is I want to try to tack this bit down. And I'm going to use my Fabri-Tac by Beacon. And I'm going to put a blob right in the middle, and I'm hoping that my flowers will cover it up. I'm hoping. We'll see. Oh, I keep pulling some of those little berry pieces off. Because this, oh, let's see. I want that to come up a little higher, like that. Right, and then let's add some glue to the bottom of this one, and I think it goes right here. And then this one. Oops. That's the nice thing about the Fabri-Tac. It gives you a minute to move things around. So that was sticking up a little too far for me. And when you're dealing with these types of elements, they can get a little bit finicky and get on your nerves. So keep that in mind. But the Fabri-Tac does give you a minute to move things around, and that is awesome. And then, let's see, I'm going to stick this one just right over top of there. Even though in my prototype I think I'd have it on the other side. Let's see if I can maneuver a little. There we go. There we go. So this is obviously going to need a minute to dry, and I still think these might be too high. That looks pretty good. That looks pretty good. So I'm going to bring it up to you a little bit closer so you can kind of see the little cluster there. Super cute. Then let's attach these up here. Let's start with the big flower. Let me move that one out of the way. And the big flower, let's move that down. Make sure you're gluing onto the belly band and not the mat. Let's add some glue to this. This is going to go up under like so. There we go. And then let's add to the butterfly. I'm just going to add it to that middle part so that it can be, if it needs to be removed, it can be removed. And then let's put it right there. He's got little antler thingies. What are those called? And then let's add the heart. Whoa, where'd the heart go? All right, let me bring this up to you. So I kind of want to move this over just a little. Maybe catty-walk him a little bit more. Super cute, right? Okay, so while this is drying, we're going to work on the insert that goes in here. Next up, let's do the insert that goes underneath that belly band. And I think it is, I've lost my, it's 13 AC. So I want the actual page. So I forgot to print out the guidebook page, so I just printed it off the plain, but that's okay. This is 13 AC. I just cut all the tabs off. And then the mat for that is on page 60 AC. But we're not going to be using the mat. We are going to be using some of the printable photo mats on page 1AC. So I have already printed those out and have them ready to go. And these are, I printed 2 pages, so there's 4. Right? And these are just on white cardstock. So we're going to mat it with that. So this is the perfect size mat for this page. Now, if you didn't want to do it this way, you could use the mat and trace out onto black cardstock and then use a 5x7 photo on top of that. So however you want to do it, it is totally up to you. So this is the black cardstock I've been using, and I've used quite a bit of it. There are, how many sheets? 50 sheets in here, and I bet you I've gone through half of it. So I'm just going to grab a sheet. Oh, that one's got a thing on it. Maybe I won't use that piece. I'm going to grab a different sheet. And I am going to fold it in half first, matching up one corner. And I've noticed this cardstock is not perfectly square. So we got a perfect crease, and I'm going to lay this on here and we're going to trace it out. So basically you're just cutting off the bottom. And then for something like this, you want to use a paper trimmer, because now we've created like a little booklet. And that's it, simple as that. So now we're going to take these and we're going to put them on here, like this. So we're going to mat every part with one of these. Oh, I'm going to do the corners really fast, and then I'll be back. Alright, let's just attach everything down. I'm going to use liquid glue. I got that part. I'm going to use liquid glue, and we're just going to go through and attach all 4 down the exact same way. I know what I messed up on my camera is the focus. So I hope none of that, I hope everything was still in focus. Oh, good grief, that would stink. Okay, so everything is on. All 4 photo mats are on. And this goes under here. Well, maybe. Ooh, this is tight. Under here, like that. So there's the front cover all finished. Here's the prototype front cover all finished. So they're pretty close. They have the same type of feel, right? I like it. I mean, I like them both. I like both looks, but you can see how different the look is when you just change up a couple things. And you see it in this insert right here, it's so loose, but this one is almost super tight. So, but I like the way it turned out. So the last thing we need to do is the spine. I'm going to open this up and try to lay it flat here. Open it up in the middle and see how we do. Ah, look at there. Perfect. I am struggling with this camera position setup, so everything seems wonky to me right now. I hope it's not too bad. We're gonna have to mess with it. I've already got all of my pieces set aside for the spine, so this should be easy, easy, easy. I need to ink everything up though. I can already tell. I did not ink things. Okay, so that's all done. And it's really just easy. I just really did a simple little bit of decorating on the front, or on the spine. I just kind of did a little bit of a collaging type thing, where it kind of looks like this. You know, so this is down here. So I'm going to use some liquid glue again, and we're just going to play around. And this is going to go down here, kind of cattywamped, of course. And then this, I'm not pressing it down yet because I want to get everything on there. And then this, I think, is going to go like this. And then this one is this way. Yep, now let's press everything down. So it's just like a little cluster of items, and it's just pretty. It's a pretty decoration. And then this goes up here on top. And then a little heart goes on top of it, and then that's it. So in my prototype, the heart is a chipboard piece. So since I didn't use the chipboard pieces in this album, we're just going to use one of the paper ephemeras, the little blue heart. And so that is the end of the embellishing of the covers. Do we like the way it turned out? Okay, so that is all we're going to do in today's video. We've got the inside and outside covers finished. We got the spine done. We got the spines finished on the inside of the album. And I think everything looks great. And I think we'll do one more video where we come back and we do some finishing touches. And for whatever reason, if that doesn't happen, I will let you know. But I think we're going to do one more video, and then this album will be finished. So you guys, give me a thumbs up if you like the video, and let me know what you think about how this album has been turning out and how the covers turned out. Hopefully that's not, yeah, no, it's just super tight. I love it. So give me your thoughts and let me know what you think in the comment section down below. Don't forget to check out the description box for all the important links. And I will see you guys next time. Bye.